kindness. Everyone's recording, yeah. So hello,
Hello, Cass. Hello,
how are
everyone.
you? Would you like to let uh, introduce us and what we're here to talk about or to share?
Yeah, I'm so super excited because we will talk about an amazing and beautiful topic, which is kindness. And when we started to create together, this was the first word that came up to my mind. So when we were talking about what we should create, because it's really the kindness of you which invited me to create a lot more in Access some years ago, and it's a honor to create now together. So thank you so much for the kindness you are for the universe to open up the space of receiving, of gifting, and of being kind with our body, and be the gift we truly are.
Absolutely, and it never shows up the way we think it should, right? The definition that we have of it, the way, right? So what if that opening up that space allows you to receive it in, the drops of water, right? Or even in, I remember once when my first facilitators training class, right? And there, I was there, and Shannon was there, you know, and she said something to me. She said, "What? Why did you go away when that woman was talking to you in that way? Do you know what kindness it would have been, had you responded back to her, even if she wasn't being kind? Well, what is the kindness you could have been, by responding and not going away? So sometimes we think about kindness when we're trying to define it as doing acts, of niceness, being nice, but is that kind to us? Is that kind to our bodies? And is that kind to the person, right, that perhaps is judging or not being kind to you or to themselves? So what invitation can we be actually for people to be kind? And it was the first time ever that somebody had sort of yelled at me, and I didn't feel at all badly about it. I felt the kindness in that, so what is kindness? How have we defined it as, that if we're willing to really perceive the contribution that the atmosphere, that the energy, that the response can be to us, then we can acknowledge that kindness is beyond definition. It is truly, yeah, exactly. And there's always children. Anytime you go into that business, that
Yes, I just try to mute. Please, everyone mute
able
yourself.
to do that. Yeah, cool. Good. Awesome.
Yes, and today I was just finished the foundation class, and we were listening the ESC of Dane, and he was talking about also the kindness. So what if being the gift is that you exist like being you, and you honor yourself, you really appreciate you, and you give the kindness to you, because if you are the kindness, you can embrace the whole planet Earth like a mother tree, which is really creating the oxygen, creating the fruits, creating the abundance to the whole universe. So what if we just be the five elements of intimacy with ourselves, and as by being ourselves, this is the kindness with the universe. So every time we want to gift to someone else, instead of just seeing the gift of ourselves just by being. What if we can totally, so what if there is the oneness and there is no separation between us and between the universe when we are just really entering to our infinite kindness of us?
Yeah.
I really adored.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because when there's a topic like we'll be doing on July 26th um, a clearing night with SOP Energy about kindness. And the great thing about those clearing nights is what are you clearing? You know, you're actually clearing perhaps what has shown up that has stopped you from accessing your kindness in this particular case, right? So, some of the things that have shown up that you have misidentified as not kindness, and how can you look at them from a different perspective? How can you get rid of, all of the thoughts and feelings that you have, and the emotions and the reactions and the hurt, that you have or you had, so that you can actually look at, wow, even though they said this to me in this way, it was actually a kindness, you know? And when you're willing to acknowledge and recognize kindness, then it sort of is part of what you choose when possibilities show up. And it may not look like what anyone else expects, you know? One of the kindnesses that I was for me was changing careers, at 30. I was at the top of my career in hotel management in New York City, and, award winning, and, dancing at the top of Rockefeller Center with Where Magazine honoring me. And within the year, I changed careers. And everyone was like, "What? What are you doing? That doesn't make sense. You could keep going. You could do. But what's a kindness to you that actually will open up more possibilities for others?" And it may not look, like Dr. Dane says, it may not look the way you think it's going to. And what is the routine, the that you're willing to break, that you're willing to interrupt? What is the track? Changing tracks. Okay, I'm going to go in the other direction. What do you mean you're going in the other direction? We're all going in this direction. What? Why?
Yeah.
Because, yeah,
So how many times really we are chasing dreams, we are chasing or targets or goals or um, expectations, what we wanted to achieve, what we want to do, instead of just enjoying the whole way of creating our life. And you can be the gift when you truly uh, be great with your body, be kind with your body, be grateful for your body, and do what you adore to do. Because when you are the energy of gratitude, this is the highest vibration. And before we started this call, we were talking about this. So when you can be the highest vibration, then it's like it starts to instill to the whole universe this. And when we have the focus on this, we will receive back that energy, and we will find more of that energy. We will be able to explore more of that, because where our focus is, we are creating more, and not only for us, but indirectly. It's like, what if, I really adore the sentence of Sylvia Puentes. She told, what if we are the virus of kindness and virus of joy to expand out this energy to the world?
yeah, absolutely. I love Sylvia. Yeah, absolutely. And are we instilling kindness in the universe, or are we actually receiving it? From which is the direction? And does it, um, is it significant? right? So what does kindness have to do with making money? What do you know?
Yes, because you say that first I have to create my life, first I have to be happy, first I have to have money, and then I will be able to be a contribution. But what if it's not true? So what if you start with you, then by just receiving your gift to someone who wants to offer you, like this is simultaneous. Like when you exhale CO2, and this is a gift for the trees, and then the trees gift you oxygen, which is their exhale.
Yes, there's a great song like that. Love is like oxygen. You get too much, and you get really high, and not enough, and you're gonna die. Do you know that song? Love is like oxygen. Yeah, and what about kindness? Is kindness really like oxygen? If you get too much, you really get quite high, and it's beyond drugs. And if it's not enough, are you living? Are you living, or are you just staying alive? You know? Yeah. For me, what when I'm being in that alignment with my vibration, right? And I am being the walking, talking kindness for me. And I cannot be offended, by others, because there's just so much more, that actually unites us than that separates us. So being that kindness, just like Bori was saying, if you are focused on, oh my goodness, in order to do this career or this money or this thing, I have to do this, I have to do that, right? But if you're being in line with that kindness, then it will show up for you in different ways. And this is what we would really love to invite with this clearing SOP energy, right? About kindness. Why is it interesting? Why is it relevant? What is it that clearing on kindness can contribute to you, your life, your body, the planet, birds, the bees, the flowers, the trees, the universe? Perhaps it's simply acknowledgement. Yeah.
And what is this can be the superpower to create everything which which you think it's relevant for you. But what if it's not just relevant for you, but if you are the wellness in yourself, then this is creating for everyone. So this is this universal connection, and also the quantum entanglement that we can create in a different way, uh, with kindness and with this superpower which we all have.
Just got to turn it on. And we all have $1 billion too. You know, it's so interesting because I remember with uh, once I did this amazing thing about not necessarily kindness, but something so gentle about gratitude, etc. And if it doesn't have an electrical charge, sometimes people are not actually um, getting that magnetic attraction to it, right? But what if that's the invitation that kindness can be? Whatever is showing up that's stinging you, right? And it's not just a bee, that you can insert, turn up the kindness, right? And really open up a different space of possibilities. So, and how to do that, and how what are the many different ways you can explore that? What does it look like, kindness? What does kindness look like to you in this reality? What does it smell like? You know, even with your body, do you ever get something that smells like, oh my goodness, oh, what is that smell? You know, and, oh my goodness, that's like burning my eyes. What does it taste like? Like, a little bit, right? What does it sound like? Yeah. And what does it feel like in your body? You know, so those are the five senses in this reality. And when we go beyond that in our knowing, and but engage our knowing with these five senses in this reality, we actually open up that superpower that you're talking about, right? That we can be the catalyst for change, you know? And so, what invitation can we be to activate that catalyst for change? Yeah.
And once you explore it, we explore it together and we amp up this energy, then every choice what we make, it will brings us to that energy which is congruent with what we are exploring together in this SOP evening. And then every time when you are choosing, what if it's so easy to get back to that energy or to get back to or source of creation by just remembering how kindness smells and looks and so how we can sense it with all our senses.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely. And
it's really magical, and
yeah,
I'm so looking forward to this call because
yeah,
it's
me too.
already amazing.
It's beyond words, it really is. However, the words do have a vibration to them, right? And so uh, when we were talking, Bori and I, and we chose, hey, let's, do we hang up now? Yeah, but would you like to create something together? I said, oh, yeah, what? Okay. And the energy that you be, the exploring and living in different places. It's just like I live in Hungary. I'm Hungarian, but I speak Spanish and I speak French and I speak English. And really embracing all of those languages and cultures and engaging and your kids and your life. It's a walking, talking kindness too, and you recognize, like I do, that it actually does exist in everyone. And so, what invitation and that's what we chose. What invitation can we be for them to ignite that? And now the clouds are. Did you hear the thunder? I love that the universe. Thank you, universe. I got it. What is the thunder that we can, right, ignite um, in you? Because kindness, people sometimes think, oh, it's quiet. No, what does it feel like? What does it sound like? What is it like for you? You know? And so it's different for everyone. So I love that those, SOP sessions, and energy that we are, that invite that. Yeah.
It was so funny because when I came back now from my Mexican trip, I flight above the clouds, and it was so pink, like in the dreams that you just talk about. Oh, you cannot leave on the pink clouds, but yeah, you can. And there was a storm below us, and we were above. So every time when there is a storm, you think that, oh, it's so many problems and crowd and problems and it's so we don't see that above the clouds it's always sunny, it's always beautiful. And I was so grateful to see the sunset with these pink clouds like in the dreams. So what if we can live this and it exists? So every time when we thought that it's something which is uh, not in this universe, it's not true. So, can we just live that joy which is inside of us and the kindness? Because it's here and it depends on just your thoughts, because your thoughts creates your reality, your points of views, and just the gratitude that you can be like a child to really enjoy. Wow, these are pink clouds and it exists like in my dreams.
Yeah, and that and having exercising that muscle, what is the kindness I can be today? Exercising that muscle of, like you say, the planes do it, go above the storm, right? So that when something's showing up in your life that is not in line with your vibration, how do you go above the storm, above the drama and trauma, and say, okay, this too will pass, and enjoy it, and engage with it from a different space. Yeah. So that's the invitation. I'm so thrilled. Thank you. Yeah.
So much. So on the 26th, we are waiting for everyone who is willing to receive from this energy with us, and what can we explore together from this space, and what can we exponentialize to create more of this in the universe. So thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
Thank you,
for the
everybody.
translators
Yeah.
and everyone who is contributing for us to
Yeah.
create magic.
And if you'd like to hear it in your language, we've got it in, I don't know, maybe 13 languages so that you can. Yeah. All right. But how do they access the other languages?
By email. So those who registered, they get the email, and those who are just listening this, we will create perhaps a drive or a link, and then we will send it out
In the
to
post.
different Facebook groups. So we will perhaps do some magic with this.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you, Bori. Thank you. Kusanam.
Thank you. Kasanam. Merci. Gracias. Grazie.
Shukran. And yes, spasiba. And yeah, thank you.